Hello and welcome back to Raccoon Justice, where justice done the raccoon way is the only way to do justice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up, comment everything you want to comment down below, and subscribe to the channel because we are here every single day. So, that said, pleasantries out of the way, I've never seen such a huge sense of entitlement, just ignorance, and more entitlement than I've seen watching that vlog last night. Unbelievable. Every second sentence it was, or when we were in Dubai and Mexico, or when we went to Dubai and Mexico. Do you remember what happened when we were in Dubai and Mexico? We went to Dubai and Mexico recently, don't you know? And it was, and if it wasn't Dubai and Mexico, it was, oh, we're reminiscing about our van holidays. And this was the first day they were there, and they were telling us that, oh, when we're back, we're off on another van trip. We're off on holiday again. And they've only just arrived at the current holiday and they're already off again. It's just, it blows my mind how ignorant they were. Can we just take a minute here to appreciate just how exciting it was that these idiots had a hot tub? It was so exciting. Sarah couldn't believe her eyes. Not that she would know. Actually, she probably didn't know there was a hot tub there. Maybe she did. But she probably didn't even look to see what was available. It was free. Who cares what's included? They're going, basically, right? But she was excited. She woke up in the morning. She hadn't seen it the night before because it was too dark. She woke up in the morning and it was like, oh my God, there's a hot tub. And then the kids came running out and Sarah said, oh my, right, close your eyes. Come on now. We need to do the open mouth surprise, shock, horror, surprise crap that we've been practicing for years. And then they looked at the hot tub and they went, oh my goodness, I can't believe there's a hot tub here. Oh, I'm so excited. It's not as if they have one at home now, is it? Come on. Imagine getting that excited over a hot tub that you have in your back garden. It's just, yeah, it was that ridiculous. It really, really was. But they spent, as I said already, they spent like the first half, probably the full first half of the vlog, just telling us how they missed the vans and things that happened on the van life and the van trips, and I think they were trying to push the agenda that whilst it was great that they were having these holidays, free of course, that they really did love the van trips more than anything. But it's not washing, really. None of your kids love to be in a van non-stop just because that's what you're about to be doing for the next God knows how long. You know, it's not going to make us think any differently about these van trips. Right? You're on an all-inclusive holiday right now, and your kids are loving it. Well, not so much. Isabel, she just wants to read a book. Could have done that at home, you know. You didn't have to fly across to Spain to do it. I'm not saying that she shouldn't read her book, obviously, but she, you know, if you're gonna just waste my, oh, sorry, I keep forgetting you didn't pay for it, did you? You know, but somebody's paid for you to go out there. You've got to make it worth their while. You've got to make it worth the money that they've paid you to go there. Can't just be sitting around reading books. But it is just a mark of how A, done with it they are, and B, how entitled they are, because any other person would love to be where you are right now, and you're just sitting around reading books, which again is, it's her prerogative. She can read books if she wants to read books, but you get the point that, could have stayed at home to do that. And it also kind of makes you think, is she actually interested in being there in the first place? And I would say the answer there probably is no. And so that leaves Isla and Esme, and you're bringing these kids up to think that this is normal. And then in the future, in a few years' time, when they realise that they're not going to be able to continue this for the rest of their lives because they have no money, what's going to happen then? They're going to have no education and no money in order to carry on with what you've shown them is the way of life. So anyway, you do you. Speaking of all-inclusive though, Sarah, you really are entitled. I mean, I usually say that you're bringing up your kids to be entitled, but it's actually you being that entitled. It was unbelievable. It was, apart from the fact that you were banging on about Dubai and Mexico the whole trip, you were, what was it you said? Oh, that's right. You ordered a pizza or pizzas to be delivered to your room at night because when you pay for all-inclusive, or rather the ultra all-inclusive, you get these privileges that you can order these things to your room and everything like that. And not forgetting, Sam, you didn't pay. You said that it was worth, you were plugging them, people who go there, to pay to get the ultra all-inclusive so that they can get these benefits, but you didn't pay for it. So how, in your right mind, and this goes for a lot of influencers, and this really annoys me actually, because people gift these people who don't deserve it all these trips for free. And then these influencers then tell you how amazing the place is and how you should pay for it when they didn't fucking pay for it in the first place. And they wouldn't pay for it themselves. So why would you trust the opinion of somebody who's been paid to tell you that it's good? I saw somebody in the comments, and I don't know if it was a real person or a fake person or whatever, but somebody said, oh, the place looked amazing. What were the least favourite parts? What parts of it didn't you enjoy? Now, they're not paid to tell you these parts. They're not paid to tell you which bits they didn't like about a resort, because that would be against the, you can't recommend a place and then tell. It has to be a positive review because they've been gifted like something which is worth several £1,000s. So they're not going to tell you the worst parts of the resort. So that's my point. Why would you trust a review of somebody who's been gifted and has been paid to tell you that it's true, that it's a good place to stay. And that probably goes with a lot of adverts as well. I actually come to think of it, you see on TV, it's been like that all the time. The major celebrities go on TV to advertise a product and tell you how amazing it is, but they don't use it themselves, and B, they've been paid to tell you that it's amazing. So the takeaway here is just don't trust them. Go and look for actual reviews, proper reviews, and find out for yourself if it's great. Because, Sarah Inghams, she's just going to tell you that it's amazing so she can get another freebie. But what else did you say, Sarah? You were on an absolute roll. You were showing us all the ultra all-inclusive benefits. You're taking us around the buffet, and they had lasagna and everything. It looked really, really nice. Okay, it did. Chris had the veggie lasagna, right? But Sarah, why did you show us what you said was the premium sauces? It had HP and Hellmann's premium sauces. But my best bit was the fact that you were gonna slag it off. You were supposed to be giving them a positive review, and you were gonna slag them off. You said, "Look, all these premium sauces," and then, yeah, but I don't know what that one's doing in there. It was some Spanish sauce, and Chris had to save the day, jumped in there and said, "Oh, I'm sure it's a lovely, it's a local sauce, and it's lovely, Sarah, how could you? Paid to say all this crap about how amazing the place is, free stay, and you still try to give them a negative review. Unbelievable. But wasn't this the most relaxing day that you've had ever? It's so relaxing. Your baby is having the best time, so when your baby is having the best time, it means that you are having a relaxing time. Not that you have this super stressful life anyway. I mean, what do? You've been to Dubai, where you've just relaxed. You've come home for a week. You've then fucked off off to Mexico for about a week and a half. Or 2 weeks, I'm not quite sure. And then you've come back home for a week, and they fucked off to Spain. And it's like, what exactly is your stresses all about? Why do you need this relaxing holiday? You really don't. If anybody didn't need a relaxing holiday, it was you. There's just nothing that you've been doing that requires you to take a break. But yeah, it looks lovely there. There is some... Well, you haven't really showed us too much of it so far. You've showed us the buffet. You've been in the pool a bit. Overall, I just think, Sarah, that you need to tone it down a notch. Now, I want to ask you a question here. I want to know if it's possible that you could, in the next vlog, if you could show us, a bit more around the place, what the place has to offer, what kind of activities there are there. Are there any, is there a kids club that you could put your kids into? Now, I'm not saying that you have to put your kids into kit, because I've been very critical on my Saucony Jolie videos about them doing that, but I'm just saying sometimes there's an option for people who need it. And it's just things like that. Can you show that in the next video? Or is it that you've pre-recorded these and you're already home and you can't show us around the next? Isn't that the way it is? Oh well, I'll just go and have a look on Google, see what the reviews are, and make my own decision, because I'm not going to be listening to a pair of prats prancing around Spain being paid to do so. And then you're coming home, what is it, 2 weeks after you come home, you're going away in the van. You're already home now. It just feels a bit weird, that the fact that you're already telling us about a trip that's you're going to go on whilst you've only just arrived at this trip. Do you not see how entitled that is? It was off the charts, people. It really, really was off the charts, the entitlement. And, you know, I'm stunned. I really am. Anyway, Chris and Sarah, you must be preparing for Mila's first birthday. Good luck with that. I will see you again tomorrow. Please come back and join me tomorrow, Chris. And everybody else, have a wonderful day. It's a really hot day today, as you probably already know, because you're there living it. Please be careful. Don't go out unless you have to. And come back again tomorrow. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up. Comment everything you want to comment down below. And subscribe to the channel. Take care and bye-bye.